Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, student? I hope you all are fine at your home. I am your biology teacher from United Public School, 10th class. So, my dear students, in before videos, in before classes, what we are discussing about the respiration. So, we will continue our discussion about respiration. So, now we will discuss about the mechanism of respiration human being, how the mechanism will be take place in respiration in the human being. So now we will discuss this in our video, in our lesson. Okay, we know that breathing is a process of inhaling and exhaling, or can involve or mainly though you can't see your lungs. So we know the breathing. Yes, breathing is a process of what? Inhaling as well as exhaling. Inhaling the air and as well as exhaling the air. The organ which are involved in the respiration we can't see with our eyes, because it will be present. Internal organ is there because it will be present inside our body. The which organ is responsible for the breathing? Yes, lungs is mainly responsible for breathing, but it can't to feel them in a action. We can't see with your eyes, but we can feel with them in a action. Put your hand on your chest and breathe in deeply. What you are doing in this activity means, just you have to take your hand and it will be put on your chest and you have to feel them in action after chest and breathe in deeply. We have to breathe deeply. You feel your chest slightly bigger. Now breathe out and feel your chest return to its original size. So you feel what you are feeling. You feel that slightly your chest to grow slightly bigger. Your chest will be grow slightly bigger. Now breathe out, then you feel your chest return to its original site. You have just felt the power of your lungs. The lungs themselves can draw in air nor push it out, because of the lung is mainly responsible for what, my dear students? So lungs is a mainly responsible internal organ which is present inside in our body. We can't see with our eyes, but we feel it while exhaling or inhaling the air. Yes, so instead chest wall muscles and another the instead chest wall the muscles and another flattened muscles are called diaphragm. So instead of chest wall muscles are present, we call flattened muscles are present, what we call as diaphragm. Help the lungs in moving air in out of them. So because of this diaphragm only, the air will be enter, the movement of air will be take place through into the lungs, because of this diaphragm only. Just you see here, diaphragm is there. Yes, na? So instead of the chest wall muscles, another, did you see here diaphragm? Yes. Just you see here lungs? Yes. And chest wall is also present, chest wall muscle. Instead of this chest wall muscle, some flattened muscles are present, what we call as diaphragm. This diaphragm is mainly helping what? Help the lungs in moving air enter out of them. So because of this diaphragm only, the air will be enter and air will be exit out from the lungs. Yes, did you got my point? Yes. Now the chest wall is made up of ribs, muscles and the skin. So the chest wall, did you just you see here, chest wall is here, chest wall muscle. So this chest wall is made up of what? Made up of ribs. Just you see here in this diagram, just you see ribs bones are there, na? So this chest wall is made up of what? This chest wall is made up of ribs, muscles and the skin. They attach to an angle to the spine. If you run your finger along one rib, you will notice that it extends downward from the spine. So this chest wall is attached to the angle of the spine. When inhale, the chest wall moves up and expand. When you inhale the air, the chest wall moves up and it will be expand. This causes an increased volume of the chest cavity. Because of this, the chest cavity will be increases. The diaphragm may be imagined as the floor. So commonly the diaphragm commonly called as floor. Imagine as floor. if you think of the cavity as a room, so diaphragm is a floor and chest cavity as a room. Just we think about itself, just we imagine about itself. When the diaphragm is relaxed, when we breathe, when the diaphragm is relaxed, when we breathe out, is in the shape of a dome with convex side of the dome extending the chest cavity. So what happened here, just you listen carefully. When the diaphragm is relaxed, when we breathe out, the shape of it will be become a dome shape with convex side of the dome, and it will be extend the chest cavity. When the diaphragm, when it will be relaxed, what the process will be take place, just we breathe out. When the diaphragm contracts during inhalation, it flattened out a bit of the dome moved downwards. As a result, the volume of the chest cavity is increased. So main the process, what the process will be take place means, when the diaphragm is relaxed, the exhalation takes place. We are exhale the air, and when the diaphragm is contract, we are inhale the air. Okay. When the diaphragm flattens and the volume of the chest cavity increase, its internal pressure decrease and the air from the outside into the lung. This is called inspiration. Inspiration is nothing but what? Inhaling the air. Yes, when the diaphragm flattened and the volume of the chest cavity will be what? Increase, and the internal pressure, the pressure will be present in our body, internal pressure will be decreased, and the air from the outside enter into the lungs. From the outside the air will be enter into our lungs. This is called as inspiration or as well as inhalation. Okay. Then its reverse occur. The chest wall is lowered and move inward, and the diaphragm relax and assume its dome shape. This chest wall increase the pressure on the lungs. Their elastic tissue contract and squeeze the air out through the nose to the external atmosphere. This is called expiration. So it will be reversed to the inspiration. So what will happen? The chest wall will be lowered and it will move in the diaphragm, and this chest wall increase, the pressure will be increased on the lungs, and the contraction of take place elastic tissue, and the air from air out through the nose. The air will be out through the nose to the external atmosphere. This is called as expiration. So expiration is nothing but water. Exhaling the air we call as expiration. Inhaling the air we call as what? Inspiration. Yes. So listen here carefully. Fourth one question: why does the rate of breathing increase while walking uphill a normal place in the mountain? Give two reasons. This is your homework. Fourth one question you have to write and submit in the group.